Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Div E matchup between Heavy Slaps and TRSG Undead. My name is Eternally Blue. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Again, we are still on week 1 of the NGS season. Again, featuring Div B. Tonight I am joined by Mr. LX T-Rex. And, Mr. Rex, you want to say hi to everybody?
Hello! How's everybody doing?
Yeah. So, tonight, we already got the bans out of the way. So, Heavy Slaps ended up banning out Sky Temple and Dragonshire. And TRSG Undead banned out Alterac and Sky Temple.
These are some of my favorite maps. They don't like them?
Nope, not at all. And that, but
Oh, man.
speaking of favorite maps, we're gonna go to Towers of Doom first.
Okay, let's go.
So that should be all right.
Yeah, we can really judge them for anybody watching. This is a favorite of ours, so.
Absolutely is. So they're gonna be creating a lobby here very soon, is what I was told.
Well, I'll just sit here and wait for my lobby link, you know?
Yep.
It'll come eventually, I'm sure. Or they leave us out to dry.
Papega's on ice versus CCS. Heavy Slaps, a House of Slaps, and Team Rainbow Strike Go. Oh, that's their actual name.
House of Slaps.
Team Rainbow Strike Go is the actual.
Yes.
Okay. I honestly had no idea what that was. For. Oh,
how did I know that? You didn't.
Charlemagne's on here too. I don't know. Towers first, hell yeah.
I feel like you know
welcome,
things,
Spectrum, welcome, no
NGS more than I do. I'm usually the one who's asking the questions.
I mean, after this season, there's not going to be a whole lot of people I don't recognize.
That's true. You've been doing a lot of casts. No. I'm just on Team 1.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'll play for them if they want. Do they need a tank?
Yeah, right.
As long as they don't mind me yelling.
Jesus, there's so many people in here. What is going on?
Wow.
So you just finished up Stranger Things?
I did. Yeah, there's actually like 5 minutes left on the last episode, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll go back to it afterwards. But it was good. It was good. I wasn't expecting the last episode to be 2.5 hours long, but that's okay. I would have been here a little sooner. I wouldn't be finishing up my dinner right now.
Oh, Butte's just streaming. She's not casting. Okay.
Oh, got it.
Okay. That was not made clear, but that is fine.
That's not the same thing. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
too.
That's very different.
I was like, well, I mean, just split the audience.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Not that there's probably that many people watching this game, but that's okay.
I don't know. I think we're pretty popular now. Now, especially with a co-caster. I mean, people are going to be flocking in from across the country. Just hang out with
should we have sold tickets? Would we have made some money here? God, you got to tell me. I'll get prepared. I'll print them out. Come on.
What would people legitimately pay? Like $1?
That might be asking too much. I don't know, maybe a quarter.
People that want our content for free.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
Pay us $1. I would take like 1 Dogecoin.
I wonder how much that's worth right now.
It's not. I wonder if it's not much, man. The money I put in looks sad right now.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes. That is how it goes.
I put in $500 right before Daddy Elon was supposed to make me rich, and then he said it's a scam, and then I lost all my money. I was like, all right, well, fuck you, Elon.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it happens.
Sorry to hear that. No, well, live and learn, right? Though I do wonder. What bands we're gonna see here on Towers of Doom. Do you know anything about what these teams like to play? I feel like we've played them.
We've played both of these teams in the preseason.
Okay.
So we don't know a whole lot. I know Charlemagne is their off-laner. I know De La Soca is the tank and the captain for Heavy Slaps. I know Butte's their healer. And aside from that, I don't really know specifically what they like to play. I'm assuming Charlemagne's going to play Hogger. I think that's his main. Yeah, there you go.
Or unless it gets banned
Unless
right
it gets
now.
immediately sniped.
Yeah, that's a first. We don't want to deal with that. I wonder if we'll see any Stitches shenanigans here. This is a good map to get gorged on under towers.
Yep.
It feels bad.
We
when you land those hooks.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. And if you don't, then you just kind of very quickly lose the game.
You hope your offlaner's good.
Brightwing
band. Yeah, makes sense. You know, can help win a quick fight in the offlane if they happen to take one, which you don't really see here. You see them kind of ships passing in the night usually on this map. I feel like it's often that the offlaners are just like, we're not going to fight, we're just going to show up to team fights and then go back to spending 20 minutes clearing minion waves. So
De La Soak hating Junkrat as much as I do.
Yeah, it's really hard to siege into a Junkrat, and that's what this map's about, taking that bot tower as fast as you can. And he just makes it impossible. I think everyone on our team has died to a Junkrat mine at least once.
Oh yeah. Stepped into a
The
bush
Joe
maybe
ban.
you shouldn't have been in.
The Joe ban, of course.
First pick here is a Vala, interesting.
Okay.
Not a healer, not a tank, but the hyper carry essentially taken first. So you wonder if you're going to see dual support coming in.
Yeah, maybe. They're definitely saying we want to scale into this late game and kill things.
Still picked up to push towers, and she does a wonderful job at that.
That is their response. They're saying, okay, you want to kill things? We want to kill your towers. Murden.
Interesting. Not on the noob.
No, that's an early pick for a Murden, too. I mean, not that he's, like, heavily counterable, but I could see, like, a Tychus here pretty easily, making Avatar less attractive.
And Heavy Slaps picking up the Anduin to avoid the, Okay, that's a 4-man Deathling.
Yeah,
it's definitely a 4-man Deathling. Here comes the Tychus ban from Heavy Slaps. And now what do they do with this?
Oh, man. I feel like that's early for the Deathwing, too, because if TSRG has, like, a Tracer player, for example, Anduin can't really deal with Tracer. I mean, Vala can auto-attack her, sure, but Deathwing just gets kind of... His life is miserable.
They took out the Diablo, knowing that the Tychus is going to be banned.
Yeah, probably.
Or do we see the Grey Mane? Maybe they don't even play Tychus. We don't even go there.
That's possible. I feel like the Deathwing that early is just asking to get countered. But I guess if your Deathwing is getting countered, the rest of your team isn't. Rhaegar.
And they leave the Tychus, the Grey Mane up. All the percent damage really is still quite available, and still also has percent damage at 1.
I could even see like a Malthael here because there's so much priority on just soaking the offlane, and Pale Horse runs in, presses R on Deathwing, and leaves.
I was initially so sure that this was a 4-man Deathwing, but the more I'm talking about it, and just based on the bans, I'm starting to really second guess myself. Oh, speaking of split push power.
Oh my god.
That's just irritating to deal with. That's just rough.
And you get the 16% damage on Zagara's minions.
But that is 16. That's a long way away.
It's a long way away, but this is a comeback map.
Yeah.
You know? You could have one shot left to win the game and still lose. Garrosh.
That's an interesting pick.
Alright. Into a lot of percent damage. The boop from Lucio. He's going to have to play really smart.
Yeah, plus Zag's going to have... Well, it's probably an offlane Zag, right? So we might see another DPS here. No. Yeah, there's the Malthael.
There's the Malthael.
So, a lot of percent damage across the board for the Undeads.
Yeah. I think they're going to do what I was suggesting, where Malthael shows up, presses R on really any of their front line, and leaves.
Yeah, they're very, very chunky, for sure. Interesting to see how they play out and what their kill target is here. Because if you let the... Like, okay, well, we have to kill the Deathwing or the Garrosh or the Leo, but if you let the Vala just kind of auto-attack, you can't really get to the backline with the team that they have other than the Murden.
No. And what do you think? Do you think it's going to be auto attacks? Do you think it's going to be Qs?
It's got to be auto. If you're going a hyper carry Vala, you have to go auto.
Yeah, you just won't have the damage over time.
And especially because, essentially, Undead, like, as a Vala player, if I'm looking at Undead, there's nothing they can do to stop me. What are they going to do? Land a Murden hammer? Okay, then what? What's the problem?
Right, Murden just dies at that point.
So we'll introduce our teams here. I'll do the heavy slaps from left to right. We have De La Soak on the Garrosh, Akari on the Deathwing, Crazy Buttes on Anduin, Mizos on Leo, and Protoss Rule on the Vala. Would you like to introduce the Undead team?
And Team Rainbow Strike Go Undead has Charlemagne on Malthael's, Pink Blackout on Zagara, Chair Glue on Muradin, Nor on Sylvanas, and Butte Holiday rounding it out with that healer on Lucio.
It's nice only doing one of those.
I'm glad I can help. So who do you, if you were a betting man, who you putting your money on?
My money right now is on heavy slaps. Undead's got the burden of execution. If they just push towers, I think they'll be okay, but... Oh, and look at what they're doing. They immediately go for that top tower. There's the throw onto the Murden. He's going to be able to jump up. They'll be totally fine.
Yeah. Garrosh, if you don't land that Q, it's hard to get your kill, but they don't even really have the kill pressure yet. Vala's got a scale.
Yeah, they don't have kill pressure for quite some time unless they literally CC chain the heck out of him. And there's the Lucio being super irritating.
This Lucio, I mean, it's going to be hard for them to really do anything about Lucio just being annoying in this mid-rotation here. Like, if they want to try to support their Leo with this double soak going on, because it looks like a 1-3-1, not a 1-4 that we usually see.
Yeah, with the Syl, looks like rotating top and mid. And then Zag, Zag just has so much poke, and then the vision she provides as well is very, very irritating for especially a Garrosh.
Yeah, I tell ya.
And as a tank player, I'm sure you could tell me a thing or two about that.
I've been talking to Gingy, and he's been making comments about how, like, yeah, you know, sometimes if you want to play more Garrosh, you just have to accept that it might feel bad. You can't, you have to just, like, there's gonna be something that's annoying. And there's Chair Glue getting thrown, but he has the jump to get out.
Yeah. You see him, De La Soak, throwing in the minion to kind of throw off the enemy team.
Yeah, but so far, pretty typical. Both teams took their camp. Both camps are getting cleared. Doesn't look like anybody's going to give anything up here.
Another throw. Stun a little late by the Anduin, but a huge stun by the Deathwing.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I gotta give it to Chair Glue here. He's doing a really good job of any time Garrosh tries to walk up to his Sylve, to his Zagara, Muradin's like, I'm here instead. You're gonna throw me.
Yep. He's doing a good job zoning people out.
But, like you said, how do they deal with this Vala?
They just kind of don't.
Yeah, how
Unless
do they
land
stop?
a good mind control, perhaps? Maybe it's a haymaker game? I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to say.
Val at 18, 19 stacks right now. Still didn't take the percent damage at 1, which is kind of interesting.
Oh, interesting. I guess they're relying on Malthael and Zagara's 16 to provide that for them.
They don't really have a ton of slows, I guess, either, so unless she's got her 3 stacks.
That's very true. And... oh, and I always forget, you don't actually get the percent damage on Deathwing because he can't actually be slowed.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah, the stacks give the slow, and then the percent damage is on the slow.
Massive damage by that Deathwing.
Yeah.
You're really low in the back.
They're really chunked out here, and Lucio has the sustained healing, but it's going to take a while for that healing to come online.
Do we have a third wind from that? No, we don't. We have Dwarf Block out of the Muradin.
I guess he wants to live through the Vala AAs.
He can try.
He can try. I mean, look, it's 4 free charges of block. That's enough time to get a kill.
Yeah, it can be. Absolutely.
But here's Leo rotating in. This is now a 4v5, and Malthael is not here at the party.
Malthael does not look interested in coming either. A throw onto Lucio. We're going to see the first kill of the game. Yes, Anduin able to pick up that kill.
First blood goes out to heavy slaps with their Garrosh, with their hyper carry Vala. It's working for them.
Yep. Camps are online, and they got the objective, they got the kill, and they haven't really lost a ton of soak, even though Malthael's been kind of soaking out of his mind. Did he go Pale Horse? No, we have Fear the Reaper, actually.
Wow, I guess he wants the to be able to move if he gets thrown, maybe?
Yeah, a little more team fight focused.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, personally for me, on this map, being able to beat Leo on rotation can be big. Being able to get the soak and then show up to a team fight before Leo can get there to press Entomb. We have to assume it'll be an Entomb game. I'd be surprised otherwise.
Yeah, for sure. Welcome, Major Bombs. Thanks for coming by.
Especially with the Zagara. Zagara can't do anything if she gets Entombed. She's just kind of dead.
Surprised we did see Zag go stacks here as well.
It could have worked. I mean, they're gonna just sit here fighting, and she has the front line to auto attack. You know, usually this is kind of the meta build, though. You go the bile drop.
Yeah. Oh, there's a throw onto that Zag as we're talking about her, and a really nice follow-up route by the Anduin to secure the kill on the Zag. And now, right before an objective, they are going to be a little bit late to the party here, Undead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That timing is always rough. But Undead is keeping up in soak. They're only quarter of a level behind. That's not too bad.
Let's see if they're going to go poke the Malthael here, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, actually, the Deathwing is going to be able to. Level 10s are going to be online for heavy slaps and be able to take this fight. Deathwing just being an absolute nuisance.
Oh no!
And
now they already capped their
10's online very quickly. We have the Bellowing Roar, the Warlord's Challenge, Light Bomb, Entomb, Rain of Vengeance, and there you see him in full effect. Just the taunt needed to take out the Murd in there.
And Deathwing's gonna breathe a little fire over the terrain.
Yeah.
Just to get some extra siege damage in.
A little insult to injury, perhaps.
Yeah. Oh, and it's not even a mind control out of Undead.
Very risky play by this Lucio here.
The high five? Oh no, I'm not watching. I'm looking at talents.
That's alright.
Just for people watching, we've got a Warlord's Challenge, Bellowing Roar, Light Bomb, Entomb, Rain of Vengeance on the side of Heavy Slaps over here. And it is Last Rites. It's Devouring Maw, Avatar, Wailing Arrow, and High Five for TSRG Undead. I like the Devouring Maw. I'm pretty sure that can catch Deathwing too, right?
Perhaps. Here we see a big engage onto the Deathwing. Leo's coming down as well. Are we going to see an Entomb come out? It looks to be so. Is he going to be able to catch the Murden? Murden's jump gets interrupted, and there's the taunt by the Garrosh. Entomb just for good measure. Oh, gets the Lucio.
No, he got the Lucio. However, the Anduin gets killed in the back.
Consolation prize.
Yeah, no, good counter kill, but it's only one, and Heavy Slaps is going to be able to steal this camp. Heavy Slaps is taking control of this game.
Yeah, very quickly. Their offlaner's rotating down a lot more to take those team fights on cooldown. Their Malthael's just nowhere to be found.
Yeah, Malthael needs to show up with Last Rites and press R whenever he can. If he sees Leo rotating down, he's got to join. So here he is. And he beat Leo to the party, and Leo's gonna stop for the wave.
And there's
so
not
this
a
is
lot
their
of
chance.
ults. Not a lot of ults right now for Heavy Slaps. See if that matters.
Yeah, this is their chance to get a kill here.
He is so chunked, and again, there's just nothing stopping the Val. Look at the Val's positioning. She's basically a frontliner.
Yeah.
Last Rites though onto that Leo, not able to do it. Oh, nice prayer there by the Anduin to keep him alive.
Yeah, Anduin with great heals. But Garrosh is very low. The Entomb onto the Murden. He just gets to jump out.
Taunt onto the bird, and there's a really nice high five. High fives all around for the enemy team. Everybody getting kind of low right now. Dale's so trying to stay alive. Val's going to secure the kill on the Malthael. Garrosh is going to go down, though, in trade.
One for one.
Nothing on this Vala. Look at Vala. She can just kill everybody.
Yeah.
She does this, ease in, kills. Oh, he's not going for it.
I think she could have kept
Oh,
being
man.
aggressive, but she did eventually get stunned. But you're right, the Vala is just uncontested. They have no real way of dealing with it.
Nope.
I wonder if, I mean, I understand why they took the Zag. The Devouring Maw can stop Deathwing, the percent damage at 16. But I wonder if some sort of dive hero might have been better. The question is, do they have it in their arsenal, though?
That's true. It looks like they just wanted to play the macro game here, and Heavy Slap said, "The heck with that. We're just gonna kill you."
Yeah. But again, like I said, the thing about Towers of Doom, they still have 20 shots left to go.
Yep.
A lot can happen.
The game is only half over, really. And they're
Yeah.
not that far behind as far as talent tier is concerned. They're only about a half level down. Here we
No,
have a
and
massive
here we have
fight for the
another-
Siege Knight. Light Bomb misses. Bellowing Roar, but really nice steal there by Undead to take
Yeah,
that
well
Siege Knight.
done. So now we're starting to see the Malthael rotate more. He's beating Leo to the fights, and it's working.
Speaking of, there's a taunt onto the Malthael. Now he is in a lot of trouble. There's the Entomb as well. Is the Malthael and Garrosh going to be enough to kill him? Last rites onto the Garrosh, just enough. Armor's pretty good.
Wow. 190 health he gets out with. What I think if Malthael gets one more Q off before that last rites, he dies. That's very unlucky. But look at the bottom tower.
Yeah.
They're about even. There's only one objective this time. They're gonna have this camp pushing. This is not a bad situation for Undead.
A lot of people coming online here at 16. The Vala with the percent damage, the Zag with the percent damage.
Yeah.
I think this next team fight's really going to swing the balance of the game in one way or another. Either it's going to be the start of the comeback for Undead, or the beginning of the end for them.
Here comes Leo. Does he have Entomb again?
Yes, he
I
does.
think he does.
Everything is online other than the last rites for both teams. Malthael's not there, though. Retreat's being called. Not entirely sure why. Oh, they were clearing the sappers in the bottom lane.
That's important, because those would have mostly taken the tower.
Yep.
But a
Here we
fight's
see
going to
the
break out
Unstoppable.
here.
There's a great taunt and an Entomb. The Lucio's the first to go down. Normal high fives will be given. Last rights onto that Garrosh, and he is going to go down, but so does the Murd, and Vala now just able to rip through them. You see the Vala being pinged, like someone kill this thing, and you just can't. You just can't.
You just can't. And Lucio dying first is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
He needs to... I mean, easier said than done. But he
Vala's
needs
getting real low there.
Oh my goodness, Sylve almost having it. What is Sylve's build?
Essentially invisible right now. So you have to kill the
Yeah.
Anduin early. It looks like it's a smorgasbord.
Yeah, no, I would have liked to see... No, this is kind of, besides for the auto attack at 1, it's kind of typical auto attack build, but I think I would have liked to see the double E at 13, because then she
Yeah.
could really mess with the Vala.
Really makes the Garrosh or the Leo come back or respond to something in the back line.
Yeah, and right now they can just walk forward at the team, and Sylve can't really dive in. But if she had that 13, she might be able to just kind of run around them a little bit and take out Anduin, take out Vala. I think the key here, though, is making sure that they don't get entombed. I know it's easier said than done, but
Yeah.
they don't have a way to deal with Lucio
Here we have
or
a 4v5
Zagara.
though. Leo is still
Oh,
top.
wow.
Oh, a huge silence. Double pull comes out. Ton of damage onto that Lucio. And are we going to see a taunt on Charlemagne? No, it gets hit onto the Murden. Good follow-up CC. There's the light bomb onto the Murden. They just kill the tank.
No.
And now Charlemagne getting rolled. The Malthael is going to go down as well, followed by the Lucio. A trade by Malthael on the Garrosh, thanks to last rights.
But it's 3 for 1.
You have a triple objective phase up right now, too.
Yeah, this
See
is
Deathwing
not
flying.
looking good. And I don't want to be critical, but where was the Devouring Maw? Was it not up yet?
I think it was. Yeah, it was used during that fight. I think it only got one person, maybe?
It was just, I mean, people had already died. I feel like
Yeah.
it needs to come out as the team fight's happening so that somebody gets taken off the map.
It essentially should be your
they-
counter engage.
Right.
When
They
they're
look
pressing
to
light bomb and
engage.
taunt and everything else, the Devouring Maw should come out and try to mitigate some of that damage so your Lucio just gets blown away.
Exactly. And now we have 12 shots.
Boss ends.
Go over. Boss ends the game. You're right. This is a do or die moment for TSRG. And the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Heavy Slaps is half a level to 20. If they get 20 and go to boss, the game's over.
Yeah,
They can't contest that. I think they have to do boss, and they have to do boss right now. And it looks like they know it.
Yeah, it looks like they are, but they're just going to give up bottom tower for it. I mean, you have to extend the game. This is really your only way of doing so.
Yeah.
I think Heavy Slaps is okay giving this up, honestly. Leo's going to check this and be like, hi.
Just watch it happen. Yeah. Nope. That was the right play from both teams.
Yep, exactly.
But
and now here comes a fight. There's a Malfield. There's the taunt, the follow-up CC by the Vala and the Anduin. Last rites on to De La Soca. Another amazing prayer by the Anduin to keep him alive. Malfield's the first to go down. Great boop by Butte to keep alive herself. But the Lucio going to go down anyway. Is Farfly Quiver online? Yes it is. Yeah.
That Garrosh not dying there was
that hurt.
Maybe the end of this game right here, because now Farflight Quiver, Vala can poke this tower down from outside range.
Yep, she can just sit there, and there's just nothing to deal with her.
No, how do they fight this? And there's another altar coming up. Oh wow, Vala's. I wonder if we're gonna see a Vala ban for game 2. I don't think.
She's actually at 163. She's got 10 kills.
Look at the damage.
Yeah.
I mean, Sylv has more damage, but there's Deathwing to hit, right? And the GG comes out in chat.
Yeah. I mean, Undead had a ton more damage overall, but it just didn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
Game 1 goes to Heavy Slaps. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Undead gonna have their backs up against the wall going into the second game.
I mean, at the end of the day, you were right. What did they have to deal with Vala? She just kind of got to do whatever she wanted.
Absolutely nothing.
You know, hindsight's always 20/20, but I wonder if instead of a Malthael Blaze, maybe to have a bunker. But that still doesn't kill the Vala. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they kind of got outdrafted, and it looks like Undead kind of had a plan. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna macro, and unfortunately on that map, you can't be like sneaky about your macro. There's not a ton of camps, and if you can't push, I mean, it's hard to push into a Deathwing, right? Like how do you push into a Deathwing?
Yeah, I almost wonder if. What they could have done was have, instead of taking the Malthael, put Zagara top and just have Zagara siege forever. Because Leo can't double soak against that. He's going to lose the tower pretty quickly.
Right, do a 1-1-3 as best you can. But Zag's also kind of your anchor on the bottom. It's hard for a Syl to kind of anchor that bottom lane, especially when you have a Deathwing that can just push in too. But yeah, they needed to do something.
Sylv could also be the one in the top lane.
True. Yeah, I think that would have been the better call for sure. 'Cause she can clear waves like crazy, turn off towers. You got to apply more macro pressure other than bottom because they're just losing the team fight.
Yeah, and that's really what it seems like happened. They tried to play Heavy Slaps game, or they instead of choosing to play a different game, they chose to try to fight Heavy Slaps at their game, and frankly, it was a losing battle.
Did we have the percent damage? Yep, we have the percent damage here. I'm just looking over the builds here if I see anything funny looking, but no, it all looks pretty standard across the board.
Nothing too interesting. Well, I wonder A, where we're going next, and then B, what kind of bans we'll see. What people weren't happy with from that game. You think the Vala will get banned out?
Depends on the map, honestly. I mean, she's very strong on any map, but there are some comps that work better with her than others. But yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll probably see Vala. I mean, how many kills? 10 kills? 10 kills, no deaths.
10 kills, no deaths. She got away with murder.
Top damage, literally. And she had top siege, by the way, somehow.
Well, that's actually kind of crazy. I guess she was the one taking the towers down.
Oh, I guess especially at the end there for sure. I wonder how much damage is like a full tower. I have no idea.
I know keeps are like 20,000, something like that. I don't know what forts are offhand. I happened to look at this the other day. I was in a game. I was like, how much damage is it?
Oh, Braxis.
Oh, who's
think
taking us there?
I'm pretty sure this is our Undead. I think they like playing this map.
Yeah?
I think so.
All right.
I'll invite you
So
to
they chose
lobby here.
So they chose map pick then. And they said, we want to go to a map we're comfortable on.
Yeah,
All right.
I think. Let me ask.
I guess we'll see who has first pick. Yeah, no, it looks like they picked first pick. Because Team 2 has the first pick.
Okay, so Heavy Slaps picked this. Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
All right. To Braxis we go for the first time this week. That'll be... Looking forward to that.
Oh, man. I don't know about you, but I hate this map.
I'm not a fan. But this
It's
also
just...
could be like a good another 4-man Deathwing map.
That's true. It's just very snowbally, and if you make mistakes early, it's hard to come back.
Yeah, and all it takes is one mistake to really change the entire trajectory of the game.
Yeah, set the whole thing in motion. We've certainly done that.
We have done that. That's why they call it the throw pit, I suppose.
Oh man, the last time we did it was Gingy just yelling at us.
Yeah, that didn't feel good.
I mean, we deserved it, but
for sure, we did. It just still doesn't feel good.
No, that's how we learn our lessons. When it's just like you better all be here, or we throw this game, because that's what we just did, guys.
Yep, and there you go. We'll see if it comes up again. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I almost want you to, not to, whoever decides to watch this back, not to reveal our strategies, but I almost want you to ban this map. But I'm okay playing it.
I think we did last time, perhaps?
I don't remember. That's your job. That's not my job. I just get told what tank to play, and I say, okay, let's go kill things.
That's right. Let's see. We are ready, Freddy, here.
Yeah, ready whenever they are. I wonder, because honestly, they could run the exact same comp on this map.
Yeah,
they could do the exact same thing. At least, or Heavy Slaps, that is. They could take a hyper carry Vala, have a garage, and just sit there and murder them. And I think if Undead doesn't either ban the Vala or have a plan for killing Vala, or because they clearly were like, all right, well, we'll just take some % damage and kill your front line, but they just couldn't quite get it. And I think the answer is just die the Vala.
Hey, thank you for the follow, S84 Walker. Thanks for coming by.
Maybe we see an Anubarak, because
we didn't see a Anubis that time around.
He wasn't even banned, was he?
No, he wasn't even banned. No, I was amazed. I cast a game on Monday, and Johanna just wasn't banned and wasn't picked, and it blew my mind.
Well, I'll tell you, as a tank player, she's really boring.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I'm sick of playing her, but every time it's up, you're just like, I guess you're taking Johanna. I'm like, fine.
And how good would a Johanna have been into that auto-attacking Vala?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Vala doesn't get to Vala doesn't get to deal damage for what, 5 seconds? How long
6 seconds? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole team fight that Vala, your hyper carry is just not dealing damage.
Yeah, that can get real rough in a hurry. Braying band out.
All right.
Helping out the offlaner. Make sure there's no crazy healer ganks coming in.
Mm-hmm. Because there's a bunch of different ways you can play Braxis, right? You can play the 1-4 that everybody knows. You can play a double global type game where Brightwing digs up and then like the Haka digs down.
Yeah.
To never lose soak.
A solid ban there, getting rid of the Junkrat.
Yeah. If anybody plays Junkrat, it's just
Just ban it. Just ban it.
Yeah, I mean, it feels real bad getting... Wow, Joe getting banned by the first pick team. Interesting. Yeah. Does that mean they don't want to play it either? So they're just banning it? Huh. It kind of has to, right?
Yeah, Stoic. Don't pick Falling Sword.
That's interesting.
Joe, the one problem with Joe is that she doesn't have an engage, and the Falling Sword isn't an engage, right?
Point.
I hope I'm not the only one in the whole city who plays the game. Welcome, hater. Hey, look who got picked first.
Oh, they're like, well, our turn.
Yep.
But the question is,
okay.
Heavy...
What the hell? Everybody
Are we just
switch
gonna
picks?
switch? Yeah, we're just gonna switch. That's a very high priority on a very immobile, diveable. We're literally just switching teams.
Yep.
Okay, we're just switching teams.
So let's see the garage.
Right,
Why not?
Yeah, Garrosh Leo comes out here. Deathwing.
Hogger's up though. I think we're gonna see the Hogger here, especially if it's an off. Well, offlane Zag isn't as good into Hogger as others, right? I think.
Well, she's diveable, right?
True. Okay, that makes sense.
So far, we're just...
Hey, the first different pick.
Wow, my man, ETC.
Yep, your favorite.
You don't get to see him very often.
Gotcha base slap heavily. What's up, Apparition?
The thing is, though, he's gonna get poked out by Zagara and her minions.
Yep.
Muradin stun feels bad. Anduin Light Bomb is not great with ETC because he's like power slide, right? You're already stunning somebody. You're not like, I don't know. I don't know if I like
ETC's engage is kind of like Blaze, and like kind of why he's not a great main tank, right? Like if you miss with ETC's slide, then what? You're just kind of you're just kind of there.
There's a reason why when I play ETC, Gingy's like, "Why are you hesitating to slide?" Because you play in Storm League and you slide into them, and not everybody's there to you die. You just die. So Zul'jin banned. Zul'jin banned. Okay, I guess
taking out another hyper carry, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe. I don't like Zul'jin here, though. This map can end very fast, and he might just not get enough stacks to matter.
Yeah, also his wave clear is kind of duty if he doesn't have his stacks. Alright,
there's Lucio.
Do I have the teams on the right side?
Yeah,
I do. Okay.
They're literally taking their team from
It's the entire team.
They just need Malthael, which I don't think we'll see on this map. I don't think we'll see Malthael here.
I mean, I could see it if they go something like a Deathwing, which, if we're keeping up the swap team thing.
Deathwing, unfortunately, got banned in that last round.
Right.
So we won't see that. Alright, something different. Oriel, really?
Who's their offlaner?
They're playing a 2-3. They're playing
You think Ariel Val in the offlane?
I think Ariel Vala in the offlane and Kel'Thas, ETC, Anduin are just going to sit at the wall.
Ready for adventure!
And so they're going to do the same
and so
thing.
There's the double support Lily.
Yeah, they take a Lily and put her with Sylvanas.
Oh, this is super weird, dude.
So, okay, going back, I was saying there's a bunch of ways to play Brax's Holdout, right? You could play the 1-4, like everybody plays. You could play the double global. You could play the 2-3, which is what we're seeing here. Definitely the plan from TSRG. Or you could play like a 1-3-1 kind of comp, which is really hard to do on this map, but it can work. But I think we're seeing 2-3, and that Lily pick has got to be...
That's got to be the offlane healer,
yeah,
right?
that's got to be a response to seeing the Vala Oriole and saying, okay, we're gonna pivot, right? Because that was gonna be an offlaner, right?
And Charlemagne is their offlaner, so that makes sense. Anyway, we'll introduce the teams again from left to right. with 1 point on the board. We have Heavy Slaps. We have an interesting comp here. Murden being played by De La Soak. We have Jaeger on the Sill, Mizos on the Lili, Crazy Buttes on the Lucio, and Protoss Rule playing Zagara.
And in the red shorts, TSRG Undead, we have Charlemagne on the Vala, Butte Holiday on the Oriole, Chair Glue on ETC, Pink Blackout on Anduin, and Nor on Kel'Thas. And I don't know if what you're looking at right now, but I see two going top.
Yep. And I see 4 going top for Heavy Slaps.
Yep. Oh, man. And they're going to try to get a kill.
Yeah,
right
immediately.
Here, right now.
And with the Sill, they can... Oh, they're just teasing.
But they...
Good
nice whip.
there. Yeah, that was a great
nice
move.
whip. But 2 people can't de-push Sylvanas with double healer.
Yeah, I mean, how do you... So they're going to try to counter on the bottom. Quickly looking at the bottom lane here. They're going to try to stop this. But Zag is pretty good at clearing out the minion wave, and they don't have anything to turn off towers.
Yeah,
So
I mean, look, that gate has 45 damage on it.
Yeah.
Okay, a little more now.
Oh, and there's the first blood. Oh, and here's comes second blood. Oh,
Wow.
no. Didn't have the Q up.
We were probably both looking at bot lane. I
We
didn't
were.
see the kill in top lane. Okay, so they're just gonna have Lili sit top by herself.
Well, the Sill had just died.
Okay, Sill's coming back. Okay,
Yep,
it's gonna be 2-3 versus 2-3, which means we both have to watch 2 different lanes because there's no real off laner.
So I'm taking a quick look at the builds here if I see anything funny. No, we see the third wind, obviously auto attack Vala, Prog Rock out of ETC.
Yeah, that's
and
the
auto attack KT, perhaps.
whoa.
Right? Isn't it the
Spell
auto attack
power. Yeah. The Prog Rock is an interesting choice. I guess he wants to help the healing down here. But we got a fight up in top lane. Sylv is getting really low, but slowly Lili just heals him up. He's blind.
build? That whip can be really devastating if you get that stacked. That does a lot of damage. And there's a lot of things to slap somebody up against. They're going in here right now. Is going to be enough healing. Vala getting real low. Nope, she's going to be able to get out.
I have to say, I really like the pivot from Heavy Slaps.
Yeah.
We'll see if it works at the end of the day, but it was wise. They took a second healer that has blinds, a second healer that has a cleanse, that deals damage, and Sylvanas who can turn off towers.
Absolutely. De La Soak getting real low here. Murder jump has to come out. Gotta get that third wind activated.
Yeah, is that what we see? Third wind? I wasn't...
Yep.
We have Light Wind, we have Prog Rock, we talked about this. Prog Rock is an interesting choice.
I guess there's a decent amount of globes to be taken.
Yeah, I'm never that big of a fan of it. It takes a while to come online, it just gives you a little more E, it helps your team. But ETC's getting really slow. Okay, he slides out.
I'm gonna get Whiplash going on the top and the bottom lane here so quick.
I know. And look at this red team. Their mana bars are really low in bot lane. And I'm looking back top now.
Yeah, Vala just doesn't lose health.
No. Murden's here for a quick rotation.
I'm surprised we're not seeing an engage here right away. I mean, I know you gotta cap the point, but holy cow, that should be a dead Vala. There you go.
Yeah.
There it is. Really nice rotation. That's what they're gonna have to do if they want to win this game. And now they need a siege. Yep. Still staying there. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, what's going on down here? ETC misses the slide, gets booped away. Nothing crazy happening though. Did we see auto attack on the Sill? No, we see Medusa blades actually. Or sorry, on the Zag.
Oh, interesting. So she's just trying to clear.
Yeah.
She's just like, I'm clearing these minions. She's not even gonna be trying to kill. She's here for PvE.
Right. A lot of
ETC
damage out of the
getting real low.
Is he gonna have a slide out? Yes, he does. 20 armor, pretty good.
20 armor, pretty good.
Skirmish
And in
in
top
the
lane,
top.
we've got another fight. Wow, both of us. We're like really trying to watch both lanes here.
We are.
Yeah, I mean, I just think over time, nothing beats Oriole Vala.
Yeah.
There's no 2 heroes in the game that beat Oriole Vala if you play it right. Especially once they scale. Once this Vala has all the stacks she needs, once Oriole gets the extra auto attack damage or speed later, it's going to become a problem.
That boop is so irritating. It's such a large boop.
In the bot lane, De La Soak getting really low, almost dying. I can see his health. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
And he goes down to the fire bomb from Kael'thas.
But the objective is taken now by Heavy Slaps. Are they going to be able to poke this ETC off of it? No, not
This
quite.
is a really risky position. Oh, ETC just misses his power slide.
They're still, they should, I mean, Protoss should not be standing where he is.
No.
If the
No,
Kel'Thas
but-
gets a stun and followed up by that ETC, he's just dead. Uh-oh. Am I lagging or are you?
But Kael'thas doesn't quite have his damage yet. He's going full trait build.
Oh, I just had a
What
huge leg spike.
is this? He's going full trait build.
Sorry,
that is
I'm
so
bad.
interesting.
That
I
was strange.
assume
There we see.
Blue left and rejoined.
Are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I gotcha. I
Okay.
gotcha.
Yeah, I had a huge leg spike and everything went black and dark and scary. But I'm back just in time to
Alright.
catch that kill in the top lane.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I'm looking at talents in bot lane. Because Kael'thas is taking full trait build. You don't see that very often. I have to
No.
assume it's going to be Pyroblast. And he's just going to nuke down
Lucio?
the
I mean,
Zagara.
Lucio's got to go shield here then, right?
I guess we'll see. It's kind of a chicken egg kind of thing where
Yeah.
you don't want to take high five until you know they take Pyroblast, but you don't want to take Pyro, so you almost benefit from getting 10 seconds.
So who's got the better wave clear? I think both teams actually have a pretty solid amount of wave clear. Maybe a little bit favored on the side of Heavy Slaps, but the KT can really do
think
a lot
so.
of work too.
Yeah, KT's is a little slower though. He'll get there. Oh no, the Murden jump got interrupted. No, he's
saw that.
fine. Yeah, see, it just takes Kael'thas time without like an auto attacker to help him. And look in top lane, they're getting half a fort.
Yeah, just
About half a fort?
Almost half a fort. Bezos is absolutely fearless on that Lele. But
Oh,
now
no.
what? Now what? Oh, really nice blind. Able to negate that Death Dealer. Oh, a huge boop by Butte, but it's gonna be enough. Oh, she needs the blind to come out. Oh, here comes Murden. Charging in behind like the hero. Oh no, Hammer misses.
Oh no, Hammer misses.
But the Lucio is also here. Now it's Operation Save Vala. Oh, I guess Chrysalis is online.
Yep, but Oriole does die anyway.
So we see the
it-
Devouring Maw by the Zag, the High Five by the Lucio, a Jug of 1,000 Cups, the Wailing Arrow, and the Avatar for Heavy Slaps.
Undead's got your Rain of Vengeance for Vala. We saw the Crystal, Mosh Pit, Light Bomb, and Phoenix, which we just saw from the... So it's not going to be Pyroblast. I feel like Pyroblast could have gotten value once you saw the High Five. You just
For
nuke down
sure.
Zagara. You just blow her up.
I mean, they
She
got a
can't
ton of
do anything.
squishies, right? I mean, the Syl, the Zag, the Lucio, everybody is pyroblastable,
Yeah,
which is a new word I just came up with.
it works. I got it.
works. Damage across the
Teams.
board. Zag is actually leading in damage for Heavy Slaps, and then KT, and then the Vala. She's got one death, but 118 stacks so far, so she's doing all right.
She's doing all right. We have ults. Everybody's ults are up, besides for the.
Why am I lagging so bad? I keep lagging.
Try to
real
push
bad.
in,
What the hell?
get a little damage. If they don't hurry, they're gonna lose this tower in bot lane. I think they're gonna lose it. I don't
Yeah.
think they can stop it.
Yep, there it goes.
Oh no. And top
now-
lane too.
Yeah, top lane, now that they've all responded to bottom, is kind of open for the taking too if somebody rotates up. Still doing some terrible, terrible damage. Ooh, double Rain of
Ooh.
Vengeance. Lands on both Mesos and Jaeger, but not able to get any kills.
No. So I have to say, Heavy Slaps has responded well with the draft,
Yeah.
and then they've responded well by rotating Murden up to get ganks. They
Yeah.
know they'll slowly lose this 2v2.
There's the silence. They're going in for kills. Oh, I'm surprised you
Oh.
don't see Jaeger dive in there.
Yeah, I think his silence missed the Vala, and he was a little afraid. I think he only got... Oh, but Zag gets stunned, but the Devouring Maw comes out onto Anduin. We'll see if there's follow-up.
Follow-up. Light Bomb
Not
comes
quite.
out, gets 2 people, but there's really no follow-up there, nor with no stuns.
Yeah, this is interesting, because this 3-man doesn't quite... Neither of these 3-mans really has great kill pressure
Yeah.
on their own. Like, they both need their other people, which we're
And
seeing right
speaking
now.
of, here it comes. Here's a 4v5, and there's no tower to retreat to. The Vala and the Ariel are not here. There goes an ETC in a hurry.
And that right there is why we don't see ETC as much. He just got popped. They're gonna go for boss.
Boss has been called. What do we talk about? Is this the moment? They're down.
Yeah.
Rather, Undead is down 13s.
And they're getting channel time.
Oh, they know. They know they're here. It's going to be a
But they can't get in
4v5.
on time.
Down. Oh, but now are they in too far? There's a stun onto the KT. The peel by the Vala and a great pull by Anduin to get out that KT. Damage mitigation. That would have been game, honestly. And actually, it might still be game. 13s are online. You have a boss pushing and a full Zerg wave.
Full wave
in
pushing in
lane.
the same lane.
Yeah,
oh,
this
no.
could be it.
This could be it. Vala, she's scaled, but she hasn't quite gotten there, and she doesn't have the Oriole attack speed that she gets at 16 yet.
That's right.
They need to clear this boss, and they need to clear it in a hurry before this wave gets here, or they might not have enough time.
And it looks like Heavy Slaps is committed to try to end this game. You see all 5 top, they don't care about bottom anymore. They're going to take this keep. Let's see if they Murd and can land any of the stuns here and they can get a kill.
Yeah. That's what I would do. I would just look, and right now you dive.
Boss is still
You dive
3/4
right now.
health. Chergoo getting real low.
Yeah.
A lot of damage now onto Murd, and here comes the high 5.
That
There's
was
the
a
Avatar. Chrysalis has
Crystal
to come
comes
out.
ETC
You know,
maybe.
that was a huge maw, by the way. 2 people in that maw, able to focus down
maw.
the ETC. Core has been called for sure here with 1 dead or Undead. 60% and dropping fast. De La Soak is just hitting Core. You can see the Zag hitting Core as well. Still, Core is dropping. And Heavy Slaps is going to take the domination tonight 2-0 over Team Rainbow Strike. Go Undead.
Good for them. They looked strong tonight. You know, they had a plan for Towers of Doom. They said, we're going to kill you. And then they got thrown a curveball on this map, but I think they responded really, really well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see 24,000 damage out of that Lily, which is almost the same as their Syl did. Which is pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Healing output almost identical, by the way. Lily and Anduin at 45 and 43. And then the Ariel Lucia at 34 and 32.
Yeah, you know, I always say that, you know, Lily's not a great healer by herself, but, you know, you need blinds, a cleanse, extra damage. She does all those things. Look, she's second on their third on their team. That's not bad. She's 5th in the game. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It's not nothing, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it was
that's
a
funny.
fast feet build too, which is kind of interesting.
I know. She didn't even take the cleanse. I guess she didn't think she needed it. Wow.
Against just a Vala, really? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And then while fast feed is... I always forget that second sentence on the 7. While fast feed is active, you get more of the heal over time. That's a lot of healing.
That's a lot of healing.
Mm-hmm. You know, I've always kind of played around with all of Lily's builds, and as long as she's not the main healer, you can run all of them. If she has to heal by herself, you need that dragon. Otherwise, your tank's just gonna die. But
for sure. Oh, they're sending 2 people to interview. Do you have access to the pregame lobbies of NGS?
I don't know if I do. Let's see. Let's
hop in one if you can. Like coin toss. Yeah, you should have access to coin toss and stuff, no?
I have coin toss map pick 4 and 5.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, I'll meet you. Oh, hi again.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forget how cool that is, that I don't have to actually, like, meet you here. You know?
Right.
Yeah, I think the most interesting thing, I'm just looking at these talents still while we wait for our victors to join us. And there they are.
Speaking of the victors, welcome.
Congratulations.
Hello.
Thank you.
How you guys feeling?
Pretty good. Nice way to start the season.
That was efficient, if I do say so myself. At least that second game was. The first game was, well, actually they're both pretty efficient. So let's talk about towers. What was? I mean, I kind of saw a strategy early. I figured with the Deathwing, it was a 4-man Deathwing. Is that something that you guys wanted to just force it and see how it goes, or is that something you guys have run before?
Oh, we call it Easy Bake Oven.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. TRSG is actually one of our favorite scrim partners, so they've seen a lot of our kind of cheesy stuff.
Okay.
Sure.
Thankfully, we still got to pick the core parts of Easy Bake Oven, and it's one of our favorite drafts to run, I think, for sure.
Yeah, so Leo just shows up and tombs somebody, and they get charbroiled by Deathwing.
Easy Bake Oven, yeah, I love that. And Leo, hats off to him. That first game rather, coming down basically off cooldown to rip the Entomb and walk away, and that's really what gave you guys such an early lead past level 10s.
Mezos did a great job. Usually it's me playing the Leo there, but he did a great job. This is our Mezos night, by the way. Shout out to our favorite French Canadian.
Mezos night, yeah. Well, and we'll talk about the second game there in a moment. I'll have a follow-up question to this later, but what do you think of the draft that Undead had on towers? So they
I wasn't in the game.
I guess I could follow up the question too, as you guys essentially picked the exact same thing on
in game 2.
on game 2, which we were.
Oh yeah.
I had to make sure that I had the teams on the right side because they had the Zag, they had the Lucio, they had the Syl, and the Muradin. So it was just pretty interesting all around.
We know they're big fans of Zagara, but I think we just weren't too concerned about it because Deathwing's like a really strong early game bully. Sure. And by the time Zagara picks up her percent damage at 16, our Entomb combo's online, so we figured it's kind of hard for her to survive that.
Yeah, she has no escape, and they didn't have a way to get her out, right?
Yeah, they didn't have the
she
Anduin.
deals a lot of damage, but we can just insta-kill her after 16.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Leo just ease in, drops an Entomb, and she's got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And the Vala on that first game on towers just had no counter to the Vala. Or rather, the TSRG Undead had no counter to the Vala, so she was just running free from level 1. She could just kind of do whatever she wanted to.
Yeah. Sorry.
They looked to pick a lot of the percent damage against me and Soak, but Vala ended up playing pretty free there.
For sure.
Yeah, speaking of free, Blue at some point commented, "Look at Vala, she's almost a frontliner here. She's got nothing to worry about."
Yeah, she's just kind of hanging out with the tank and, kind of hiding under his gaze. But and then game 2 looked really, really decisive. You guys essentially swapped drafts.
But I have to ask, right? So were you expecting the 2-3, the Oriole Vala? Did you know that was coming?
They got us a little bit in game 2. Because game 2, we were already planning on doing the 2-3, but we wanted either Vala or Zul'jin top lane for stacking, and they kind of knew that because they kind of knew that. I think we've run it against them in scrims before because we scrimmed them a lot.
Okay.
So they kind of stole one and banned the other, and we were sweating a little trying to pivot at the last second to something that we thought might work.
Okay. So was the Lily already planned, or were you looking to get the Oriole yourself, and then you said, okay, well, now we need a different damage and a different second healer?
No, we definitely want the Lily, because Lily's, tank, DPS, and healer all in one, so...
That's what I was saying.
Yep. And it showed, I think, 5th done DPS and the most healing in the game, as well as blinding Vala almost relentlessly. That worked out really well, and you guys were able to get a kill right when you needed it most, take the boss, and that essentially ended the game with 100% Zerg wave.
Yeah, it worked out pretty well for us.
Dayless Soak said, I was this close to banning the Ariel in the third ban.
Oh man,
That still friggin' hurt my garage so damn much. Yeah, garage was rough in that first game for sure, but they banned the Zildjian. Yeah, De La Soak putting his two. You could have come and talked to us, Soak, if you wanted to interview. Now this is their turn, okay? But anyway, congratulations, guys! A 2-0 victory on the board in week 1. That's going to be great. I think we're going to see you guys next week for our matchup. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you guys have any shout-outs or anything else you want to say? Questions, concerns?
Shout out to my team, especially Mezzos for that crazy draft in the second game. Shout out to Apparition. My friend came by in the chat, watched me play. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to my team, especially to Mesos Night, and and to my friends there were also watching. And to you, thank you very much for casting.
Yeah, absolutely. Had a lot of fun. Hopefully, did you guys some justice?
Fun. Yeah. And thanks to everybody else who came out to watch. We really appreciate it.
All right. Well, then we're going to tie a bow on this puppy. Rex, I'm going to hop back into the other channel real quick.
Sure.
Thank you guys for coming by for the interview, and we'll see you around the Nexus.
Yeah, congratulations. Yeah. Enjoy your victory.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So,
wow,
that's a 2-0 victory for Heavy Slaps.
Good for them.
They looked pretty strong.
They looked very strong. They looked like they had their drafts and they knew what they wanted to do.
And the crazy thing is they didn't. They they got target banned and then they just flexed and they still made it work, which is sometimes even scarier.
Right. Yeah, if you don't have the burst, Lili's hard to kill.
Yeah.
Right?
Or you can't CC her even, It's...
Right. If you need to CC and blow her up or blow up the person next to her, right? But if you don't have the, I almost wonder, and now this is me just speculating,
What's
right?
a Wonder Ball?
I get that reference. I almost wonder if you see that as the Vala and you say, you know what, I'm going to go Q build. I know you want auto attack because you're a battery for the Oriole, right? So you want that persistent damage, but the auto attacks do enough that you will still be a battery, but if you go Q build, you can blow something up, right?
That is true.
I wonder if, and I mean, we have no way of knowing, right? But it makes me wonder if that might have changed how that top lane matchup went.
Yep, we'll never know until maybe playoffs and they pull it out or something crazy happens.
Yeah, well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you for your time tonight, Rex.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's always fun to watch games, especially when they're games of our soon-to-be opponents.
Right.
Get a little sneak preview as the tank of what the heck I'm gonna have to deal with.
And I don't feel so bad too because we basically talked about our team strategies the entire time too. So it's
right, exactly. I mean, if either of them watch this, they're gonna be like, "Oh, well, they don't like Braxis."
Yeah, right.
Okay, cool, great. Don't worry, guys.
We don't have to ban that. They'll ban it for us, and we will.
Don't worry, guys. I have some tricks up my sleeve for Braxis that Blue and I will talk about when we end the stream, so nobody gets to hear them.
All right. Well, thanks again, Rex. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Thank you for having me. Have a good night, folks.
Absolutely. All right. That's it for me. I might pick up the next cast at 10:30. Looks like there's a matchup between Heavy Hitters and Psystorm Probes, which I might grab, but we'll see. And I'm just remembering, did I change that Div B East thing? Yes, I did. So thanks for everybody for joining us. I appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for all the follows. Congratulations again to Heavy Slaps. Shout out to NGS as always for putting this on and allowing me to cast their games. I appreciate it very much. Have a